Welcome to SBS News in Easy English. I'm Philippa Carisbrook. Sydney's lockdown has been extended by 1 week. It will now end at 11:59 p.m. on Friday, the 16th of July. The state's recorded 27 new local cases of COVID-19. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian says the lockdown must be extended to contain the Delta variant.
The reason why the New South Wales government has taken this position is because we don't want to be in a situation where we are constantly having to move between lockdown, no lockdown, lockdown, no lockdown.
Coronavirus restrictions in Melbourne will ease from tomorrow midnight. Masks will no longer be mandated in offices unless the job requires directly facing customers. Masks will be required in other indoor settings. Capacity restrictions on venues will be lifted and crowds at the football will increase to 75% capacity. But Victorian Health Minister Martin Foley says COVID-19 remains a threat.
I think Victorians need look no further than the outbreaks across our borders to know and appreciate the risks that continue to attend coronavirus spreading.
Queensland has recorded one locally acquired COVID-19 case today. It was detected in home quarantine and has been traced back to previous infections. Chief Health Officer Dr. Jeanette Young says it's a pleasing result.
They live in the same household as those two cases that I announced a couple of days ago from Tarragindi.
Employees could start receiving coronavirus vaccinations at work within months. Members of the Vaccine Task Force are to meet with business leaders to discuss the matter. Treasurer Josh Frydenberg has told the Nine Network the vaccination programme should be a team effort.
Well, it's a Team Australia moment. It's about every aspect of the community working together, whether it's households or whether it's businesses.
The United States has defended the way it turned Bagram airfield in Afghanistan over to local security forces. After nearly 20 years at the base, American troops left in the night. Afghan officials say their departure was discovered 2 hours later. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby says Afghan officials were told about the plan.
There was coordination with Afghan leaders, both in the government as well as in the Afghan security forces, about the eventual turnover of Bagram Air Base.
The European Union's top humanitarian official says conflicts in the Ethiopian region of Tigray could amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. The Ethiopian government recently declared a ceasefire on humanitarian grounds. But Janis Yanez says the bloc remains extremely concerned by the situation.
This famine is entirely man-made and is a disgrace for those who are responsible for it. To avert the loss of thousands of lives, urgent humanitarian assistance must be delivered now.
In sport, Italy has beaten Spain to reach the final of Euro 2020. They won a penalty shootout after the match finished 1-1. Italy will face England or Denmark in the final. To tennis, and world number 1 Ash Barty is through to the semi-finals at Wimbledon for the first time. She beat fellow Australian Ajla Tomljanovic 6-1, 6-3 to progress.
Ajla is an incredible competitor. I've practiced with her a lot. I've played with her. Obviously, we're Fed Cup teammates, and she was always going to bring out the very best in me.
I'm Philippa Carisbrook, and this is SBS News in Easy English.